Since he began hosting guests on Talk TV, Piers Morgan has had more than his fair share of contentious visitors. In March 2021, the presenter left Good Morning Britain after refusing to retract comments he had made regarding Meghan Markle during her appearance with Oprah Winfrey. However, his interview with Andrew Tate is still making the rounds on social media. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This video will talk about Morgan's interview with Tate. As Piers learns more about Andrew Tate's ideas on gender, masculinity, and relationships with others, we will learn all about them too. So without further ado, let's get started. Andrew Tate, a kickboxer, has endured years of turmoil. He was expelled from the 2016 season of Big Brother after a video surfaced showing Tate beating a lady with a belt. Over the years, he has been banned from a number of social media platforms for posting sexist views. Tate and the lady in the video both claimed in a statement that the activities were consensual. In October 2022, Tate interviewed Morgan, who was questioned about his opinions by the host. Tate reiterated his belief that women belong to males in marriage during his presentation, asserting that he has managed to accumulate a large amount of affinity with the male population as a result of repeating what many men think and feel. Tate was detained in Romania 2 months later on accusations of engaging in human trafficking and other organized crime-related offenses. He lost his appeal against his arrest earlier this week and will now stay in jail for at least another 30 days. In a recent exclusive conversation, Piers Morgan and Andrew Tate discussed a variety of topics in depth. The chat between the businessman and the former kickboxer was concluded with a 5-minute game of chess. As the timer began to expire, the two had a reflective conversation about the similarities between chess and life. Tate spoke effectively and made moves that altered the game's outcome, showcasing his innate skill for the sport. With 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, Tate brought Piers' queen to the ground. His behavior was described by Piers as a terrible error. Tate said, "I usually take someone's chick by accident." Then, using a boat in Dubai as an example, Andrew Tate provided one of his contentious metaphors on why the queen travels more quickly than the king. The girl who just receives an Instagram invitation gets to jump on board, run amok, and do whatever she wants, he added. However, the guy must arrive one square at a time. He was forced to purchase that yacht. That is the distinction. Andrew Tate joins Morgan in a chess game after the interview. Tate played with an accuracy of 94.7, while Morgan played with an accuracy of 67.1, according to the game analysis on chess.com. Tate's 95% accuracy again shocked the crowd with his talent. Andrew Tate cannot be disregarded, even if he is one of the most loathed people on the internet and the focus of everyone's opinion, whether they adore him or dislike him to the core. He regularly surprises people with his opinions on contentious issues. Andrew made a comparison between chess and another element of life throughout the game. He thinks that in order to achieve something, we must strategize both on the chessboard and in daily life. Tate contends that in chess, our decisions determine our outcomes rather than chance. Since making a bad choice or action always results in losing a game, he further added, "It was your fault. Absolute self-accountability is taught through it." On October 4, everyone saw the release of a preview trailer for the episode featuring Tate, which saw him appear on Morgan's Talk TV program, Piers Morgan, as the host questioned him about his scandalous views on women. He spoke without any restrictions. Tate has previously said that women are the property of their husbands, and that he thinks ladies between the ages of 18 and 19 are more appealing than those over 25. Tate was earlier this year banned from YouTube, Meta, and TikTok after the platform said he was spreading hateful notions about women and masculinity in popular videos. Despite this, Morgan has made his platform available to Tate so that he may refute his claims. His medical document that was made public says that Andrew Tate has cancer. In his cell, Andrew Tate claims to have seen a ghost. But despite everything, here are a few crucial things we learned from the interview. He selected Morgan because he is a fellow provocateur to sit down with. He said to the host, "You've undoubtedly been the focus of your own conflicted beliefs in the world. I thought you'd be a good person to speak to about this, since some people might argue that some of what you say is harmful or toxic." He believes that the reason he is well known is because he supports standard masculine practices. "I burst," he declared. "I didn't use magic to achieve it. I have been using the internet for quite some time." Tate also claimed that he was the subject of hate mobs for advocating standard masculine practices. "No one was under a magic spell I cast. Because I'm just saying things that many men believe and feel, I've managed to develop a lot of affinity with the male population throughout the Western world." Tate discussed in the interview his response to Joe Rogan's accusation that he is a sexist. In a tape that Piers showed, Joe Rogan claimed that although his 12 and 14-year-old daughters were interested in Tate, he fucked up with the misogynist stuff. Tate insisted, "I don't dislike women in any respect. I see why people may think I'm a misogynist if they've just watched a few samples of my work. I cannot possibly be considered the devil. I'm the complete opposite. I value protection and provision." He reiterated his earlier assertion that he had created hours and hours of footage that had been altered to portray him negatively. There wasn't much context for some of his most outrageous claims, Morgan frequently emphasized. He favors the execution of rapists. When questioned about his remarks on the Me Too movement, in which he suggested that women should bear some responsibility for being sexually assaulted, he made an effort to downplay the stunning remark. "I would take a more aggressive approach against rape than the British government," he declared. "I would support the death penalty." In his opinion, women should only be married to men. Tate was heard saying in a recording that Morgan played, "I believe my sister is her husband's property, yeah. The father takes the bride down the aisle when a guy marries a woman." The presenter repeatedly questioned him about whether he still held to this. In the end, Tate acknowledged that the sentence should have been stated better, but added, "I think the lady is handed to the male. Yes, I think she is legally married to the man. I am aware that what I say may offend some individuals." Tate also suggested that he could already be married. "Will you get married?" Morgan questioned. Tate's reply was cryptic. "One day without a doubt, if I'm not already married." In response to a question, he replied, "I could be married, correct?" When Piers questioned him about why he would keep something like that a secret, he responded, "Why would I ask the feral psychopaths of the world, who have done everything in their power to ruin me, for an opinion about my private life and the thing most dear to me? I shield the individuals I care about because I'm a hard target." He doesn't think depression really exists. He said, "I think that feeling depressed is a legitimate thing," when questioned about depression. "I don't think there is such a thing as clinical depression." Morgan challenged him on whether he still respected Alex Jones in light of his fabrications regarding the Sandy Hook shooting conspiracy and his presence on his program. "I think he's a sovereign individual. Like the rabid left, he deserves to speak," Tate responded. "Most of the time, the middle is where the truth lies." This enraged Piers, who questioned whether he would participate in a podcast with the Russian president, who is presently attacking Ukraine, asking where his cue was. Tate also argued that media content of such nature was considerably more destructive than anything he had ever released. He and Piers hold some of the same opinions. Despite how heated things were, Morgan said that he had shared some of Andrew Tate's opinions and was just disputing the ones he did not. Throughout the discussion, Morgan stated many times that he shouldn't have been blocked from social media and that many of their opinions were similar. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more health tips. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.